Hi there. My name is William Michals, and I hope you remember me from Olney Theater's wonderful production of South Pacific in 2018. I'm delighted to return to Olney to guest host this, our first episode of the Olney Home Hour, titled Seasons of Joy. And we're hoping to bring the joy of the many holidays of the season to you and your families during these days that we're away from each other. We've assembled a lot of wonderful talent for these shows, including the kids from our Helen Hayes-nominated production of Matilda. So sit back, grab a glass of eggnog, and enjoy your time with us and our talented friends. Now, first up is Eleasha Gamble, a local favorite whom we've seen many times on the Olney stage, starring as the title character in Olney's Mary Stuart.
You know, it's hard to believe that we are nearing the end of this crazy year. 2020. None of us saw it coming. And we may be limping and hurting, but we are finally knocking on the door of 2021. I know this year has been hard. It's tested us in ways none of us were prepared for and had us coping with hardships, heartaches, and fears. I know this is going to be a hard holiday season for a lot of us, but somewhere deep inside of me, I have this feeling of dawning hope. Hope that COVID will finally be defeated. Hope that someday soon we'll be able to spend time with the people we love. Hope that theaters will be able to open their doors and welcome audiences back home. Hope that 2021 will be better. My Christmas wish for all of you is that all of your hopes for 2021 come to fruition. Wishing you all good health, peace, and joy. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and a very happy New Year.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
Happy holidays! 2020 has been, well, nuts. And while our holiday traditions may look a little different this year, my Christmas wish for all of you is to take in the joy and the things that we have, and that we will be back together in a room soon. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
This is a really special time of year for me and my family. Every year, in addition to the holidays, we also have a tradition of once school lets out for the winter holidays, we watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy from start to finish, and we have to finish it by New Year's Day. That's our tradition.
Hi, I'm Weldon Brown, Sales Director here at Olney Theater Center, wishing you and yours a happy holiday season. The best way we can end 2020 is by being safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and love one another. Joy, love, and peace. Happy holidays.
Hi, and happy holidays from the Blackledge household. For so many seasons, working on A Christmas Carol was a part of life, and I did probably 18 or so productions of A Christmas Carol, but the one I'll always be most fond of is the one at the Olney Theater Center with Paul Morella and company. And although we won't be able to enjoy it together live this year, I'm looking forward to the streaming production being worked on right now by the Olney Theater. So happy holidays from my wife Holly.
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel. I just don't understand Christmas, I guess. I'm getting presents and sending Christmas cards and decorating all the trees and all that, but I'm still not happy. I always end up feeling depressed.
Charlie Brown, you're the only person I know that can take a wonderful season like Christmas and turn it into a problem. Maybe Lucy's right. Of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest.
Try and catch snowflakes with your tongue. It's fun.
Needs sugar.
It's too early. I never eat December snowflakes. I always wait till January.
They look ripe to me.
May I help you?
I'm in sad shape.
Wait a minute. Before you begin, I must ask that you pay in advance. 5 cents, please. Boy, what a sound! How I love to hear that old money plink, that beautiful sound of cold, hard cash, that beautiful, beautiful scent, nickels, 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 that beautiful sound of plinking nickels. All right, now what seems to be your trouble?
I feel depressed. I know I should be happy, but I'm not.
Well, as they say on TV, the mere fact that you realize you need help indicates that you are not too far gone. I think we better pinpoint your fears. If we can find out what you're afraid of, maybe we can label it. Are you afraid of responsibility? If you are, then you have hypengiophobia.
I don't think that's quite it.
How about cats? If you're afraid of cats, then you have aleurophagia.
Well, sort of, but I'm not sure.
Are you afraid of staircases? If you are, then you have climacophobia. Maybe you have thalassophobia. This is the fear of the ocean. Or jephorobia, which is the fear of crossing bridges. Maybe you have pantophobia. Do you think you have pantophobia?
What's pantophobia?
The fear of everything.
That's it!
I've been looking for you, big brother. Will you please write a letter to Santa Claus for me?
Well, I don't have much time. I'm supposed to get down to the school auditorium to direct a Christmas play.
You write it, and I'll tell you what I want to say.
Okay, shoot.
Dear Santa Claus, how have you been? Did you have a nice summer? How is your wife? I have been extra good this year, so I have a long list of presents that I want.
Oh, brother.
Please note the size and color of each item and send as many as possible. If it seems too complicated, make it easy on yourself. Just send money. How about 10s and 20s?
10s and 20s? Oh, even my baby sister.
All I want is what I have coming to me. All I want is my fair share.
What's the matter, Charlie Brown? Don't you think it's great?
It's all wrong.
Look, Charlie, let's face it. We all know that Christmas is a big commercial racket. It's run by a big Eastern syndicate, you know.
Well, this is one play that's not going to be commercial.
Look, Charlie Brown, what do you want?
The proper mood. We need a Christmas tree.
Hey, perhaps a tree. A great big shiny aluminum Christmas tree. That's it, Charlie Brown. You get the tree, I'll handle this crowd.
Okay, I'll take Linus with me. The rest of you, practice your lines.
Get the biggest aluminum Christmas tree you can find, Charlie Brown. Maybe painted pink.
I'd suggest we try those searchlights, Charlie Brown.
Fantastic.
Gee, do they still make wooden Christmas trees?
This little green one here seems to need a home.
I don't know, Charlie Brown. Remember what Lucy said. This doesn't seem to fit the modern spirit.
I don't care. I'll decorate it, and it will be just right for our play. Besides, I think it needs me.
You're supposed to get a good tree.
Linus was right. I won't let all this commercialism ruin my Christmas. I'll take this little tree home and decorate it. And I'll show them. It really will work in our play. I've killed it. Ah, everything I touch gets ruined.
I never thought it was such a bad little tree. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe it just needs a little love.
Charlie Brown is a blockhead, but he did get a nice tree.
What's going on here?
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown! Hi. One of the best things about Christmas that I just discovered, this is Mabel, part of my family, was once you get beyond tradition, Christmas can be anything you want it to be. It can. And it's about selflessness and making other people happy. So I would like to wish you the happiest Christmas, the happiest holidays, and make the most of it. Do what you love. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes somebody else happy. And I hope you enjoy us.
just couldn't find the words to say.
We ran out of words.
Just how cool we find this holiday.
It really is swell.
Our vocabulary had to grow.
We had to expand.
Adding to the words we already know. So at intermission we wrote a few.
We made up the words.
Now in plaid tradition we'll scat them for you. Christian or Jew-ish. Zappa, mistletoe, and pear tree. Zappa, mistletoe, and partridge. A dreidel-ease, a dreidel-ease, oidle, Kwanzaa. A holiday talking to you. Zappa, mistletoe, and fresh hens. Jabba, jabba, jab, joy, jabba, jingle. Egg, knock, zappa, zwing up. Happy holiday, a ladle love. We have a snowball fight. We're talking Christmas. Da-da-ba-da-da, winter nights. 5 golden rings. Zappa, mistletoe, and pear tree. Zappa, mistletoe, and partridge. Zappa, mistletoe, a dreidel-ease, a dreidel-ease, oidle, menorah. Ramadan, 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 frozen snow kiss, winter solstice, all across the USA. From Coney Island to the Sunset Strip, somebody's gonna make a happy trip tonight. While the moon is bright, he's gonna have a bag of crazy toys to give the hippest to the girls and boys. So dig, Santa comes on big. He'll come and call it when it snows the most. Heat up when all you cats are sleeping warm as toast, and you are gonna flip when old Saint Nick plays a lick on a peppermint stick. He'll come a-flying from a higher place and fill the stockings by the fireplace. So you have a Yule that's cool. Have a Yule that's cool. Have a Yule that's cool. Cool, boy. Cool Yule.
Hi, everybody. It's William. I remember the time when I came down there to Olney and worked on that masterpiece of musical theater, South Pacific, with Alan and Darren, Chris down there in the pit, Jessica sharing that wonderful love story between Emil and Nellie Forbush. That is what we do best. We tell the stories in America's most beautiful art form, the way we express ourselves directly to our hearts, American musical theater. There's no more American, colorful, direct, effective storytelling than there is in South Pacific. So I just can't wait to get back up on the boards down there in Olney and share those moments with you, audience members, patrons, cast members, company members. We are one big happy family, and I miss you terribly. Now it's time to share something a little different.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. Mr. Grinch, your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given a choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up in a tangled up knot. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous souvenance. You're a crooked, dirty jockey, and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a three-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. Thank you very much.
And I am a former Olney Theater Center apprentice. My biggest wish for 2021 is not only to finish with coronavirus and quarantine, but also to finally sit in an audience and hear a live orchestra play, especially if it's conducted by Mr. Chris Ustra. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays to you and yours, and here's wishing you a safe, healthy, and prosperous new year.
Hello, my name is Steve Fan. My husband and I have been proud members of Olney Theater Center for over a decade. We miss seeing all of the talented artists and wonderful staff who make us feel like family. We hope that you and your loved ones have a happy and safe holiday season and look forward to the time when we can all return to 2001 Olney Sandy Spring Road and see the magic of live theater on the Olney Theater Center stage. Stay safe, everyone, and happy holidays.
Season's greetings and happiest of New Year's. You know, I love the New Year's holiday, and not because I like to party or stay out all night or anything like that. Quite the opposite, actually. Although once, many years ago, I did go to a New Year's Eve party, and I met my husband. So that's a nice New Year's memory. But what I love about New Year's is the tradition that we get to celebrate the year we're leaving behind. All that we learned, achieved, loved, and even lost. And I get excited about what's coming next. It's more than a resolving to be better or learn a new skill. It's this idea that we have an open slate of possibilities, of experiences and moments ahead of us that will make us better. It's similar to the feeling I get when I'm sitting in a theater waiting for a play to begin. You know, that flutter of excitement, knowing something unexpected is about to happen that will change me. What will the story of the new year be? You know, last year, none of us knew the difficulty and challenges that 2020 would bring. And I'll be the first to tell you that I cannot wait to kick this crummy year far behind me. But I have to admit that I'm grateful for this past year. I am grateful for the many lessons I've learned, for new traditions that my family and I have begun, and for the shared lived experiences of 2020. I'm especially thankful for the Olney Theater community, whose kindness and generosity has lifted our theater family up immeasurably and been a constant reminder that theater and music and art and storytelling and community building are essential to our lives. So as we begin this holiday season, I want to wish all of you a new year full of joyful new stories of your own. There is so much to look forward to, including the return of live theater. And now, for a reminder of what it's like to be a kid dreaming of growing up and believing in stories and magic, the kids from Matilda the Musical, a production Olney Theater Center did in the summer of 2019, performing in true 2020 Zoom fashion, When I Grow Up.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, I will be strong enough to carry all the heavy things you have to hold around with you when you're a grown up. And when I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. And when I grow up, I will have treats every day, and I'll play with things that Mom pretends that moms don't think are fun. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will spend all day just lying in the sun. And I won't burn 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Just because I find myself in this story, doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right. Yay!
Hey Olney community, happy holidays! My holiday wish for everyone is that at this time that can so often be about material things and about gifts, that we are able to remember that the spirit of this holiday season is a gift in itself, to be able to experience it and be present, and that sometimes just making things together is the best gift, whether that's food or making things for yourself. And so on that note, I wanted to share one of my favorite crafts, one of my favorite gift crafts that I was ever given. It's going to be flipped to you because I'm doing this on my computer. This is a menorah that my dad and I made together when I was a kid. It's my name. There's another one that's a dragon. And this is just out of like scrap plywood and materials that we had in the garage, and it's been my favorite thing that I've had for a long time. So I wanted to share that with you in hopes that you also appreciate that you can make it special with anything. Have a great holiday.
Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm the finance director at the Olney Theater Center. Some of the holiday traditions me and my sons enjoy during this time is going to see holiday lights. We also like to do some baking, and always on Christmas Eve we do some yummy Puerto Rican food. Me and my family are wishing you a very happy and healthy 2021.
Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca DeZita. I use she, her pronouns, and I am Olney Theater Center's Community Engagement Coordinator, as well as the Touring Coordinator for National Players. I wanted to share one of my favorite OTC-specific holiday memories, and that was the sensory-friendly performance of Elf the Musical. It was my first sensory-friendly performance that I ever went to, sensory-friendly performances, if you don't know, are specifically for people on the autism spectrum and for children who may not be able to go see a theater show for one reason or another regularly. So it was the smallest audience that Elf the Musical ever had, but in my opinion, it was the best audience that they ever had. There was such excitement in the theater. Everyone in the audience was just so looking forward to the show, and everybody involved in the production were so excited to perform for them, and they weren't fazed by any of the adjustments or modifications we had to make. In fact, they were so willing and so kind to do whatever they could to make sure that these audience members had a great time. And at the end of the show, a young man from the audience walked up to me and he asked, "Do you work here?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "I'll remember this night for the rest of my life," which just warmed my heart. So, happy holidays and thank you so much.
Where the hell is everybody? Ugh. This is disgusting.
Hey, sorry, just woke up. I'm really not a morning person.
You're here before anyone else is.
What is that you're drinking?
It's spinach, celery, wheatgrass, and Swiss chard.
Sounds disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's not my fault you didn't do your homework last night. You need to get online right now. And Matt, can you get your ass in gear and go find a job? Please. Good morning, friends. It's a beautiful day to make some theater.
It sure is, Jess.
Oh, Lord. Where's Bobby?
He's coming.
How do you know?
I'm texting him right now. He's having trouble getting onto the Zoom.
8 months into this pandemic and our director of marketing and communications still doesn't know how to get on a Zoom call?
Hold on. Okay, just click on... Calm down. Calm down. Wait, see where it says, "Do you want this page to open zoom.us?" Yeah, just click allow. Yes, now.
It's not working.
Yes, it is. You're on.
No, I'm not on. I just see a big black square with my name on it.
Yes, that's because you're on.
There you are.
Yes, you're on. You just have to click.
So where am I?
You need to click the little camera button.
Well, where is that? Jay, are you still there? Are you
at
are
the
you
bottom
there?
left of your screen, Bobby?
It's not working, Jay. I swear. I think I'm here. I'm in.
You made it.
You made it, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
We do this every Friday, Bobby. How do you keep forgetting how to log on?
I know. Isn't it funny? It's just that every time that I try to
Matt, will you please get the effing dog out of my office? It's a great day to make some theater.
Yes, it is, Jess. In fact, that's why we're meeting. Okay. God, I miss live theater. So,
What is that?
Wheatgrass?
we're here to figure out what we're doing for holiday programming since we can't do Beauty and the Beast.
But I raised $100,000 to do Beauty and the Beast.
I know.
A very old man.
I love Beauty and the Beast. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Why can't we do Beauty and the Beast?
Because there's a pandemic and we can't have a cast of 22 actors on stage.
Is that the one with the dwarves?
That's Snow White.
Oh, right. I'm not really a theater person.
It's Disney. You just have to be a 20th century person.
Well, I was born in 2001, so I'm not really a 20th century person.
Zip it.
Right? Sorry.
Can we just do it with less people, like they did at Imagination Stage?
Sure. We can do it with less people, but the county won't fucking let us have anyone come to see it.
But I really miss live theater.
We're not doing Beauty and the Beast.
No, of course not. Jess, what were you thinking?
So what are we going to do?
As I've said, that's why we're having this meeting.
Jay, where are you?
Wheaton?
That doesn't look like Wheaton.
Oh, no, it's just a background.
Oh, what do you mean, a background?
Oh, you can change the background on your Zoom, see? I'm not really a San Francisco person.
That's amazing! You're amazing! Did you invent that?
Anyone can do it.
We should sell this.
No, I mean anyone can change the background on Zoom. You just go to virtual backgrounds.
I'm so glad we got a digital media apprentice this year, because, all of us in theater we're going to have to pivot to digital. Some theaters are actually doing plays on Zoom, which seems kind of crazy, like Zoom. And I don't know, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe we should turn off the virtual backgrounds and return to our meeting. I can't believe this. What are we doing for the holiday show?
Okay, to be clear, not in person, right?
That's right, because there's a pandemic. What can we do virtually that will remind everyone we're still here and we have stories to tell? That storytelling, especially now, is the greatest gift we can give and share with our community.
Okay, this is weird, but what about filming a one-person version of A Christmas Carol?
I love Christmas carols. I don't want a lot for Christmas.
I love that song.
Jess, what do you mean?
Okay, well, you do it like Dickens originally intended. One actor basically reads the novella in a dramatic way. He plays all the characters, and we film it on our stage. I could raise some serious money for this.
Does it have songs? I don't want a
Please.
Christmas.
Please.
Just one thing.
Everyone please.
And I...
Bobby. Okay. A dramatic adaptation of a novella, a ghost story. So what you're saying is we find an actor, maybe someone our audiences knows and loves.
Like Paul Morella.
I love me some Paul Morella.
Cut it down to a couple of hours. One person, one set, easy to produce.
It could become a holiday tradition.
It'll run for years.
I can sell this.
It'll never sell.
I can't sell this. Disaster.
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea, Jess. Leave it to the artists, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, what about a streaming concert version of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Oh, God.
I saw that one. That's with Joseph, right? And the
The Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Yes, Jay.
Yep. Are we talking about Joseph? My timing is perfect, and it was red and yellow and green and orange and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and
Hi,
orange
William.
and purple.
Hi.
It's a beautiful day for some to make some theater, isn't it?
Yes, it is, William.
I was in the original Broadway cast of
Oh,
Joseph.
yes.
Oh, yeah, I have your
Oh.
autograph.
It's amazing.
I freed Joseph
So
8
good.
times a week for 3 years.
That is impressive.
A lot of
I
work.
was walking
That's
along
amazing.
by the banks of the river, and 7 fat cows came out of the Nile. I still got it.
Yes, you
Yes,
do,
you
William.
sure do.
Yes.
And then I invented those tiny little bristles and your electric toothbrushes. Now I'm just your humble board president.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
you
we are
are.
so happy you are.
So now, Mike, what are we talking about?
We're trying to figure out what to program for the holidays since we can't do Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I almost played the beast, but I made a fortune instead. Eleasha, what are you drinking?
Wheatgrass.
Zip it, you.
What about you? What about Joseph? Eleasha, you haven't performed in a while. You could be the narrator.
Are you f***ing kidding me? Some director would come in wanting to set it on Mars or something. I'd rather die. No Joseph.
How about an interactive Zoom murder mystery?
Yes, this meeting is creatively on fire. We could call it Some Enchanted Murder. Some enchanted murder. You may kill a stranger. You may kill a stranger. Listen. I just want to say I'm so amazed by you all. What you're doing is great and important. And I'll tell you, this is the best team I've ever seen running a theater. I couldn't be prouder of your grit, your determination in the face of obstacles no one could ever have predicted. I so miss the camaraderie, the memories of our work together. Friends, I mean it.
Thank you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
You do, yeah.
No, William, we haven't finished that conversation about your capital campaign gift. We were going.
Oh, yikes, it's 10:15. I gotta run. I gotta do online voice lessons with the grandkids every Friday morning. Go to the theater. Go, theater. You know what they say. Go, theater. You'll make it someday. And it was red and yellow and green and brown and ochre and violet and...
Well, what about that murder mystery? We could send everybody kits, and we could do it at home. It could be like Clue.
I'm going to mail you a loaded gun in the mail in a minute.
I know it's not my place to come up with ideas. I mean, I'm not really a theater person.
Yeah, we know.
But here's my thing. You all really miss live theater, right? And you've kind of created this community around the theater over the years, and they miss you too. And they're used to getting dressed up for a night out, to bringing friends and family to the theater, to hearing the music and seeing the actors and being told a story that transports them somewhere magical. But we can't. And nothing we might create digitally is going to make memories in the same way as a night out at the theater, with real friends and real people and a real stage and all that. So why not gather some of the community's favorite actors and put together something simple? Let them share their memories of the holiday season, sing a little bit, do a silly skit, so the folks watching feel like they're still celebrating the holidays with us, even if it's virtual.
That's the stupidest idea I ever heard.
I can't possibly fundraise for that.
I'm
Who
sorry,
possibly want to
Jane.
watch that?
You need to leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let's go back to this Joseph idea. I'm thinking we could have all multicolored Zoom squares.
Oh, I love that.
And you know, the squares symbolize the colors of his coat.
Oh, God, I miss live theater.
And maybe we could like sing along the reprise at home of Any Dream Will Do, you know, with the lyrics on the bottom and that ball that just bounces.
For me, theater during this season is a joyous memory. In December 1983, after my father and soon-to-be stepmother got engaged, we took a trip to New York City. The five of us, Dad, soon-to-be Mom, and my soon-to-be stepsisters, all went to see 42nd Street, and I will never forget dancing down the street with Jill and Alana after the curtain fell. I think those few hours on Broadway did more than any single experience to blend our family with love and joy. At OTC, we can't wait to help you make more memories like that. If you haven't already, consider an end-of-year donation to the theater to ensure we can reopen safe and reopen strong in 2021. And remember, please, to join us for the next installment of the Olney Home Hour, Seasons of Justice, in January. Our guest host next time is Brittany Campbell, who OTC audiences loved as Eliza in our hit revival of My Fair Lady. But for now, light a fire, turn off the lights, get a nice warm beverage, and get ready to fall for the Olney Home Hour, Seasons of Joy. And from all of us, have a peaceful and joyous season.
Hi, Olney friends. This is Jessica Lauren Ball, and my favorite Christmas memory that I'd like to share with you is actually my Christmas tree. Every ornament on the tree is a memory or was a gift from someone, like this little guy, which was given to my grandparents, or it commemorates something like this, which commemorates when my husband Matt and I did Beauty and the Beast. But my favorite ornaments on the tree are these little mercury glass balls that I got from my grandmother. They were her Christmas decorations in the 1960s. So I hope everyone has a happy and a healthy new year, and I'll see everyone next Christmas in Beauty and the Beast.
Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I'd like to ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night, welcoming in the new year, New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you receive. Oh, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Oh, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Oh, what are you doing New Year's Eve?
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the main, not a person was working, not Matt Rowe, not Splain. The ghost light was placed on the apron with care, in place of the actors that should have been there.
The apprentices should have been snug in their beds, while run sheets and daily calls danced in their heads. And some would be tired and wishing for home, but in Crawford they'd know they were never alone.
The big empty theater was just a bit sadder. With untread onboards, did the space even matter? With no one to walk in and throw on the works, it just sat in darkness, devoid of its quirks.
But a faint creak crept up from somewhere in the moat, and the depths of the pit seemed to ring out a note. It was simple, it seemed far away, it was hollow, but slowly the atmosphere started to follow.
The instruments glowed, even those without patches. Road boxes of costumes released their tight latches. As brilliant red carpeting grew from the floor, a shadow threw open the heavy locked door.
Good evening, we've missed you. It's been eons too long. Your cold floorboards ache for the vibrations of song. You've not had a warm night for so many long days. I brought company over, cried great Helen Hayes.
She took center stage and she looked to the fly rail. The weight smoothly glided as down came without fail. A Christmas tree brighter than any in story, and in poured the actors in all of their glory.
They spoke nothing of COVID. They danced and they sang. Their voices ethereal like church bells they rang. The unrehearsed orchestra was in perfect sync. Carols, unparalleled, finished up with a clink.
Helen pulled up a chaise lounge, relaxed in the glow, and then down from the catwalk began a light snow. It blanketed the house without noise or machine. The magic of theater meant its source was unseen.
Their eyes, how they twinkled, their spirits, how merry. They topped all their old fashions off with a cherry, and raised glasses again as the lights turned down low, just the warmth of the whiskey and the silence of snow. They wrapped their arms all round the other one's shoulder as wind from outside tinged the air a bit colder. Every inch of the stage felt renewed and mended. With bittersweet hearts now their revels were ended.
They faded gently, spirits rose to the rafter, echoes still bouncing of harmonies and laughter.
The props and the costumes went back to their box as hands started to creep up towards dawn on the clocks.
And elsewhere in Maryland, stress dreaming of work, Jason Loweth rolled over, awoke with a jerk.
He expected more unknowns, fears with which to cope, and somehow inexplicably he felt new hope.
He wasn't the only one who slept with new sound. For the first time in months, folks tugged their blankets tight round.
They slumbered in peace, the harshest cold did abate, as Helen whispered, "We'll all be home soon, just wait."
Hey there, this is Herbie, and he does not like to make toys. In fact, he wants to be a dentist, and that's fine. Hi, my name is Chris Ustra, and I'm the Associate Artistic Director and Director of Music Theater here at the Olney Theater Center. The season that we call the holiday season actually encompasses over 20 various celebrations, but they all have one thing in common, the idea of gratitude. From the well-named Thanksgiving to the many moments of gift-giving and receiving, they are all followed by New Year's, a chance to take stock and be grateful for what one has. I am grateful every day for my family, my friends, and my work, but at this moment, I am particularly grateful for two things. One is for all the musicians in my life that I get to work with, and I really hope to do so once again soon. Many of them are unfortunately finding these times particularly difficult. The second is for the staff, board, members, and supporters of Olney Theater. I have no doubt that with all these fine folks, Olney will fling its doors wide open in 2021, stronger than ever. Keeping that in mind, I wanted to mention the folks that helped us produce this program. Our series sponsor is Ray and Ellen Ustra. Oh, they seem nice. And our production sponsors are Margaret Roper and Clifford Johnson. I can't wait to see their flowers again. And Bill and Jen Ustra. Oh, they seem nice too. Our artist sponsors are Sandy Bieber and Linda Rosenzweig sponsoring William Michals, Phyllis and David Bodigal sponsoring Eleasha Gamble, Paul Henderson sponsoring Jay Frisby, Andy Kasarski sponsoring Bobby Smith in honor of Susan Finkelstein, and Margaret Roper and Clifford Johnson sponsoring Jessica Lauren Ball. If you want to help out, there is room for sponsorship for our January episode of Only at Home. Our government sponsors include the Maryland States Arts Council, the Arts and Humanities Council of Montgomery County, and our corporate sponsors are MedStar Montgomery Medical Center and Advanced Systems. Our season sponsor is Robert's Oxygen, and as a special gift this season, Robert's Oxygen has announced 2 new flavors of the oxygen for the season, peppermint and eggnog, as a special treat for their customers. Yeah, no, they haven't. That's not true. Anyway, there are many reasons for us to be joyful this year, and I'm so glad that you are with us today. And with that, I'm going to go back inside because it is really cold. Enjoy!
It might sound a little bit cheesy, but my Christmases always start with a song. My family has this tradition where we wake up Christmas morning, throw on anything red, put on our Santa hats, and then my mom, my brother, and I march down the stairs singing a Christmas carol, and my dad films the whole thing. It's a tradition that is near and dear to my heart. So happy holidays to everyone out there, and I'd like to say a personal thank you to Donna and Mario Gorjon for so graciously opening up your home, and to Green Angels Landscaping for sharing some outdoor holiday magic with us all. Happy holidays.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's bringing lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. And I hope you had a wonderful time with us this evening. I also hope you'll join us for the next episode in January, Seasons of Justice, with guest host Brittany Campbell from Olney's production of My Fair Lady. In the meantime, we wish you the warmest joy of the season, and we hope that 2021 brings a new level of happiness to all of us. And with that,
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old